As we think back to things that in the past that have influenced and stimulated other people, it seems to me that one of them that is really significant is what happened at the school so many years ago. I mean, your experience with really realizing how you could show leadership and how many people were ready to follow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Well, it was really interesting because that was the first capital campaign I was involved with. When my wife and I, Kathy and I, talked about it, we had to really think about it quite a bit to make sure we were making the right decision. And we knew it would be a sacrificial gift because at that time, the gift that we were talking about was about 20% of our overall wealth, if you will.
Yeah.
So being able to do it, even though it was a sacrifice that changed our life quite a bit, we knew it was the right thing to do. So.
And you're saying that you recognize that it was one that would actually have an effect on the way you lived your life to
Absolutely.
decide to
Yeah.
do that. And
Right.
there was a sense that other people knew this was really significant. You were willing to let
Yeah.
them see the fact that this was not just business as usual or something like
Right.
that. This was really an act of
And I do
leadership.
believe that made an enormous difference in the response of others when they saw that we had made a sacrifice and it was about 20% of our wealth. They said, "Wow," So
Yeah.
they were as devoted to St. Paul as I was, and so they may have been thinking something less, but they moved to a higher number just because of that. So it does make a difference when someone makes a gift of a sacrifice like that. So.
Yeah. So it really was a question of something that felt like it was impossible. And when you were dealing with it before, and to think that he would have, or whoever brought up the notion of a capital campaign and with that
Yeah.
kind of a goal, it seemed pretty amazing
Yeah.
to think you'd go after something like that. And that really has, I mean, the school has really become quite more than solvent. A lot
Yeah,
more.
more than solvent, and I don't know what the endowment is now, but when I left the board 4 years ago, it was approximately 135 million.
I'm shocked. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. But when you go back and you think about the significance of when there wasn't anybody, I mean, you were people around you who cared, but to step out first and make the first commitment before anybody else had, you then, in the end, though, you see what the implications of that. I mean,
yeah,
a whole series of things that have
yeah.
come from that. It's amazing.